Hey girls and guys, welcome back and welcome to e-learning at the dawn. I hope you all were able to enjoy your time off since we had a few extra days in there. I just wanted to post this today to introduce you guys to our new e-learning policies, our behavior expectations, what attendance is going to look like, and just a couple other basics going forward for language arts in quarter 4. Some of the information that I show you today, you'll probably see in your other classes, but make sure to check out the slides at the end for information that's specific to our first period class. I'd also like you to share this presentation with your parents because there's a lot of good information for them as well. So first, student behavior expectations for online learning and school board policies. During e-learning at Don Estridge, students are expected to adhere to the behavior expectations outlined in Palm Beach County School Board policies for Student Code of Conduct and Technology Acceptable Use. The policies can be reviewed by selecting the links below. So in this video presentation, you will not be able to click on the links, but I will post this Google slide to our classroom so that way you can click on the links and review them as you need. For our class, I expect you to continue to practice your safety on the internet. So that looks like using the district-approved websites posted by your teachers. If you need to communicate with teachers or classmates during this time, use the Google resources that we have and your school email address. And if you have any questions or are unsure about anything, make sure that you ask a trusted adult or one of your teachers by email. Okay. I also expect that you continue to practice appropriate behavior online, being respectful to one another and supporting each other. This is a learning process for everyone, so it's best if we're just kind and supportive to each other and just ask questions whenever you need. For attendance, so it's going to be a little bit different than you guys showing up at my door at 9:30 in the morning, and I will miss your smiling faces. But for our attendance this year, it's going to look like this. Our expectation is that all students will participate in class every day. Teachers will continue to take attendance in SIS, and attendance will be presented in various forms. So, being counted as present for a class may include, but is not limited to, posting or commenting on a discussion board, participating in a live class virtual discussion, submitting written assignments, or logging into an electronic platform. So for us, that would be Reading Plus. Your other classes may use a different platform, like I know science uses Study Island, math does Movie Max. All right, you'll have to check in with your teachers for that. But for us, right now, what it's going to look like is a daily do now question on a Google form. It will most likely be related to grammar, figurative language, checking in on how you're doing, or it might even just be a question like, what did you have for breakfast today? All right, just something simple so that I know that you are able to sign on, check out the work for the day, and get things completed. If the attendance for the day is Reading Plus, I will post that on Google Classroom where your Google form would usually be. So just make sure that you're checking Google Classroom every day to find out what your assignments are. On Reading Plus, I can see everything that you do. So I can see when you sign in, when you sign out, the work that's completed, and your progress. Grades. All right. We still have grades for quarter 4 and they still count towards this year. I will be very clear about what and when assignments are due. I need you to communicate with me any issues that come up and we can figure out how to solve them. You'll have one new grade weekly that will be participation and attendance. So that's just completing the Google form or the Reading Plus. So you kind of get extra points there. It's also a good booster for your grades. And if you have any questions about grades as we go along, just let me know. So this slide and the next slide do not necessarily pertain to you in 6th grade, but if you have an older sibling, there's just some information about the end of course exams. Civics is not having an end of course exam, so their final grade will be an average of the four quarters. Same with the high school course credits. Like I said, this doesn't necessarily pertain to you guys. It's for more of the 7th and 8th graders, but just some info about what they're doing with the EOCs. As you probably already know, the writing test is canceled and all other state testing. So we are just going to keep pushing forward. So for our class, Reading Plus will continue to be a weekly assignment, 2C readers and 2 reader rounds due by Sunday midnight. That will be the same, that hasn't changed. We're going to continue working on the Titanic unit. We had just started this right before our extended break, so I will provide some reviews and some information. I have the work that you did. I was able to grab that from the classroom, so I can scan that to you individually as we get going, but we are going to continue with the Titanic unit. Make sure you're checking Google Classroom daily for your attendance and your assignments. Everything will be uploaded for you. Email me. Any questions, any clarifications, anything that you need, just reach out to me via email. You can post on Classroom. Many of you have already been doing an awesome job of this, so just keep up the communication. And Mrs. Smith is still here for you guys, all right? She's on our Google Classroom, and her and I have been collaborating over the phone the last couple of weeks, different things that we can do for you guys, how to make this interesting, and just how to make this a smooth transition. Last, but don't stress, all right, guys? We're all in this together. I'm here for you. It's new for me. It's new for you, so don't stress. Just a little bit of contact information for you guys. You already have my email, but just in case, you already have Mrs. Smith's, I believe, but again, just in case, you have that to reach out to her. If you have any questions about IEPs, information like that, you can contact Ryan Lother. He is our ESE contact. He has been on top of all of those things and getting the paperwork together, so more information to follow. And finally, parents especially, if you have any questions about Google Classroom, Reading Plus, the student portal, the applications that are within the student portal, how to check out an ebook through the Media Center online. There's so much information on this Media Space website that you can go through. There are video tutorials, just so much information. I can't even tell you all right now. I was looking through it earlier today. Our media specialist, Charlotte Lockhart, built this site for us, and it is an amazing go-to for any techie questions that you might have. So I would definitely check that out. If you need anything else from me, you know how to reach me, and I will be posting some more information about upcoming assignments later on today. Thanks, guys.